Hey guys, Treyarch issued a pretty big update for Black Ops 3 today. It's a 1.9 gigabyte download. They made some changes to multiplayer, zombies, and campaign, but I'm only going to be going over the zombies portion of the update. They addressed a lot of issues that were just game killers, which is really good, and they also made changes to the Margwas. A couple of months ago, they had decreased the frequency in which the Margwas spawned in, and now they're doing more changes to him. It's so weird, but I'll show you guys that here in just a second. Here's the full list of all the changes they made on each of the zombies maps, and I'm not going to go through everything. I'm just going to cover the items that were more significant and really impact us the most. If you guys want to read everything that they changed, I'll have this link down in the description. And I'm just going to go down the list and just point out the things that I think are more interesting and definitely a game changer. This first one I've definitely seen before. It's resolve a bug that blocked players from being able to purchase a fourth perk after being revived by the Phoenix up Gobble Gum. So for example, if you had 3 perks and you went down and one of your teammates had Phoenix up, they would revive you and you would try to go buy a 4th perk. It wouldn't let you do it. It would think that you were maxed out on your perks. It was really weird. I did get a lot of videos sent to me like that, so this does explain why that happened. This next one is definitely interesting, and I had made like a full video about this, and I actually had to take my video down because too many people were complaining that it wasn't new, that it wasn't part of some update that had changed in the game when it actually had. So here it is in black and white. On the house, Gobble Gum is now capable of rewarding any perk found within the current map. Before the update, this gum would only give you the perk machines that were on the map. If you could physically see that perk machine and buy a perk off of it, then that's the only ones it would give you. Now it gives you all the hidden perks within that map. If you can acquire a perk through, say, finishing the Easter egg or eating a fruit plant or killing a spider boss, then this Gobble Gum will now give it to you. And with this Gobble Gum, you don't have to use the unquenchable like Gobble Gum that gives you extra slots. If you have 4 perks and you get this Gobble Gum, it's going to give you a 5th, a 6th, a 7th, an 8th, and a 9th perk, depending on what's available on that map. It's essentially replacing Perkaholic, and you might think, well, that's a waste. You have to have so many of these Gobble Gums, but the good thing is that if one person on the map has this Gobble Gum, everybody benefits. So if you work together and everybody loads this up, you could really benefit from this gum. I think one of the biggest issues for Noshima was this invisible zombie. He was in God mode, and he would just like terrorize people. I get so many videos sent to me where people were just getting wrecked by this guy, and he seemed to be caused by the KT4 or the Masamune. So thank goodness Treyarch finally fixed this problem. You could kill this thing with the Skull of Non-Sapwa or the Fan Trap, but I'm just glad that we don't have to deal with this anymore. And here's another nice thing that Treyarch did for us, and they did this a couple of weeks ago, but we're just now getting the notes on some of the updates that they've made over the past like 2 or 3 weeks. So they lowered the cost of the doors on solo on Noshima. They took 250 points off of most of the doors. If you look at the chart up at the top right, the left column shows the co-op mode and how much it cost. It's 7,500 points to get to power, and on solo it's 6,000 points to get to power, so you can see a little bit of a difference right there. This next one hasn't personally happened to me, but it happened to some of my friends, and they were on Noshima. They used the KT4, the Masamune. They would do a charge shot, and it would use all 6 of the ammo instead of 3 like it was supposed to, so I'm really glad they fixed this one. You guys know I do clip of the days, and I get a lot of these videos sent to me where somebody will get down, they'll have a clone plant respawn them, and when they respawn, it takes all their weapons and points. Don't know why that happens, but it's a good thing that Treyarch has definitely fixed this. This next one is really good for those people that like to do high rounds. On Noshima, they have balanced out the health of the Thrasher in the really high rounds. I had heard that if you go over around 100, it's really hard to kill this guy, like it's almost impossible. So it sounds like they're going to stop his health from increasing in the earlier rounds. This next one I saw way too often, and this was a game ender on Noshima. You would do the golden bucket Easter egg, and one of the plants would eat a spider, and it couldn't like fully consume it or something, and the spider would get stuck there. It would still be alive, it wouldn't get killed, and you couldn't kill it. So it's pretty much game over at that point, so really good they fixed this. This one I saw a lot of too, with you guys sending in clips, which was absolutely hilarious, and I never saw it personally. I always wanted to. But they have fixed where one of the zombies would turn into one of the spiders, and he'd just be stuck there in that like model form. So we will not be seeing any more of that. This next one is on Aizen, and if you got hit with the Panzer Flame and took damage from it, you would be invincible from the electric trap by the control center. You could just stand in it and you would take no damage at all. Well, they fixed that, so you can't do that anymore. So this definitely wasn't supposed to happen. This next one I see a lot, and this is where people end up inside the Pack-a-Punch machine on the giant. And I was wondering when they were going to fix this. It looks like they finally have, and they're saying that anywhere but here, Gobble Gum will make you end up inside of the Pack-a-Punch. So hopefully that's completely fixed now. This has been going on for a while. On Shadows of Evil, they say they fixed a death barrier issue that would occasionally occur when entering the junction. I have seen this before. It happens near like the gumball machine, so nice to see that they fixed that. Last but not least, on Shadows of Evil, they have changed the way that you kill the Margwa and that his head reacts. Normally only one head opens, you gotta wait a while till another head opens, wait a while, and then the third head will finally open. Well, now they have it where 2 heads will open at one time, so that's awesome. It makes it so much quicker to kill this guy. This is actually a good thing. Now, they did decrease the spawn rate of this guy. He only comes every like 4 to 5 rounds instead of every freaking round. So this is actually really nice, and I'm using Fear and Headlights right here just to see like how he reacts. It looks totally cool. Yeah, this is really nice. I actually like this. This guy is super easy to kill now. You can kill 2 heads, then he'll open the third one, and just really easy to take this guy out. Again, there's much more that they updated, and you guys can read the whole list down in the description. There's just like way too much to go through. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to those that have purchased the Giant Zombies t-shirt. You guys have been tweeting me your pictures, so just thank you so much for that. You guys look handsome. You ladies look beautiful. And if you guys want to get in on this shirt, it is available until June 19th. And all of that information will be down in the description. But I hope this helped you guys out, and I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys next video.